Live from the financial capital of the galaxy. This is Blood Money. I'm your host, Rose Rosenthorn. Join me in the Predatory Lender team as we cut into today's action. Joining us today in the studio we have Annie and from afar we have Grand Kuka, Jaraban, and Shark. Gold has been quite volatile this past week. Can you tell us what's going on, Shark?
Thanks, Rose. Now we're talking about the GLD gold tracking stock. This week it's up 0.68% on quite a volatile run. Now gold is up quite a bit for the last couple months and has peaked down recently and had a recent fall down into the red sell zone. It's bounced off its 50-day moving averages and made a bit of a comeback to the 20 and is running into resistance at that level. Stochastics was overbought and is now hitting into the sell signal on the down move. Until we see stochastics curl up and give us a buy signal, I would say stay away. The same thing says that when you look at the Bollinger Bands. It's down and is having a bit of trouble getting over its 20-day moving average. So with that, I send it back to you at the studio.
John, you've been at a gold conference this week and talking with different people like Pirate Capital and Tiger Financial and also Dinosaur Securities. What have you found out from them? Can you tell us?
Again, this is Jaraban, coming to you and talking to you about the economy. Now we're here talking to some folks about the gold market. Now gold has recently spiked around the $1,200, $1,300 level and has now had a recent big pullback this week. Now I'm asking people, do they think it's the top of the gold market? Do they see more upside or more downside for the gold price? Who wants to go? I'll go.
Okay, it's definitely going to go up. Everything goes up. I mean, it may come down, but it goes back up, just like real estate. You could buy a house way back in the day for $5 grand. Way back in the day for $5 grand, then for 50 grand. Now they're going for $1 million. Just so gold will definitely go up.
Okay, what's your outlook for the gold price?
Okay, gold will eventually be higher, but it's going to stay low for a while. It's just due to the fact that China's been buying up every scrap metal on the planet. And recently they've cut back on buying scraps, including gold. So the price is going to go down a little bit because the demand for it went down a little bit. But I foresee within the next 2 years it'll go back up. But it's going to stay low for a while.
We're out here talking with Jack Sparrow about the recent fall in gold prices. Now I know gold has had quite a run this year and it's coming off a high. Is this the top of the gold market? Are we seeing lower gold prices ahead in store, Hunt?
Lower gold?
Yes, lower gold.
My shipment was at the all-time high, now it's lower. I robbed a lot of gold. Well, it can't be over, not yet, sir. I think the gold's been around for centuries. In fact, how many centuries have we been spiked on gold, sir?
Well, the dollar has recently spiked, and that's put a down move in the gold price. Do you think this is probably a move towards up in the dollar, therefore down in gold?
Well, no, because the dollar can always be made. It's just a paper. So you can rip and tear it up and, well, the government's going to print us some more. But gold, they can't manufacture that. Even if they start learning how to manufacture fake gold, there's still a difference between the real thing and the other thing. What do you want, the real thing or the other one?
Okay, now what is your outlook for gold in the future? Do you see it moving higher or lower or staying the same or what?
Gold will probably go up. The rarer it will get, the more money I make. So it just may be a spike down right now, but a spike up will always come.
Okay, now what price do you mean by stay low? Its current levels, lower, or what?
Well, low, you mentioned that it dropped 14%. Look for it to drop a little bit more over the next 2 years, but after 2 years it's going to go back up.
Okay, and what do you see for gold in the future?
I agree that it will stay, it'll stay down for a little while before it goes back up again. So it'll definitely stay around where it's at. It might drop a little, come up, you know, a little up and down. Kind of like the stock market's been doing, you know.
So, so in a quick outlook for the next 12 months, you see gold higher or lower?
About the same.
Same?
I see it getting lower, and some very smart people are going to buy as much as they can.
Now for more on the individual gold stocks, we send it over to Ren Kuka. Thanks, Jar. Now looking at the individual gold stocks, we look at EGO with its 4.2 out of 5 stars. It's clearly the best performing stock in the gold sector at this time. And looking at its individual chart characteristics, you can see that it's sitting above all its moving averages and has good solid downside support. Now with stochastics in the mid of the range and indicating an upward move higher, this is clearly the strongest stock in the gold sector. With its 4.2 out of 5 stars and no dividend yield, it has plenty of money to pour back into the company. Also looking at the rest of the gold stocks that make it into the hold camp, you can see them here. And the gold stocks that you'll shed a lot of my blood on this one. So that's it on the gold stocks. I'll send it back to you on the studio.
Hey, what do you think about gold? It's been moving around a lot lately.
Gold, gold, gold. Everybody has gold. But if you haven't been stopped out yet, wait a while before buying, because everybody's dumping it. It was at a high at the beginning of this month. Ever since then, it's been tanking. I guess everyone's sending their gold rings, and we all know what happens when there's so much gold. The prices go lower.
Well, this is our show for the week. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please subscribe and give us 5 stars, and happy hunting.